F1 Manager 24 for the Bahrain Grand Prix in season numero, well, technically 4, but in this save it's the first season. I'm going to go for 10th or above with Perez and 11th or above with Bottas, and in FP3 we do a bit poo, I won't lie, P21 and P22, but at least our drivers are confident. And we've got our first upgrades. No, they're for next race. We have our first upgrades right now. We still have the same car that we raced in race 1. Here we go, under the light.
Welcome everyone to qualifying. This should be a good one.
Bahrain's track is dusty and abrasive, and even under the floodlights, qualifying is tough on soft tyres. Teams will need to use their tyre allocations wisely.
We can see the Ferrari driver there, Karun. How do you think they're going to be feeling heading into qualifying?
Looking at the lap times, we saw a real lack of pace from them in practice. They never looked quite comfortable with the setup, and they'll need to try something new for qualifying if they want to get past Q1.
Hold on tight, because we're getting underway.
Right, in Q1, coming round the final corner, both drivers starting their final lap. Perez in front of Bottas. It is so warm right now in the UK. Filming this on the 10th of July. 11th of July, it's currently 30 degrees, so yeah, do excuse me for any gaps in commentary or any what might feel like gaps in concentration. It's too warm for this. But gotta get a video out. It's green for both drivers in the first sector, which is good because it's their first lap, so it couldn't possibly be yellow. Anyway, it's green for Perez in the second sector, green for Bottas. Ideally, I want to get them in front of Leclerc or Antonelli or Russell or something like that. Yeah, Perez goes to Russell and Bottas goes to Leclerc, so exactly what we needed. P8 and P10 in Q1. Moving on to Q2, let's just put a bit more brightness on so I can see my phone screen. Coming around the first corner, Bottas is second in the train. I believe we're on scrubs, and then we'll see if we need to move to a fresh set of tyres for the first lap. Yeah, for the first lap. Second lap in Q3, sorry, it's too warm. Perez goes purple, Bottas goes green, so it's Perez fastest out of the two of them in the first sector. Going around towards the end of the second sector, that's the infamous corner in F1 2021. It's the second purple for Sergio Perez of the lap, which means he's quicker than Bottas. And as they come round the final corner, up towards the line, what's going to be Sergio Perez goes P1 with a 29.2 and Bottas is 2/10 off that. Bottas currently P8, Perez currently P5. Bottas is going to go for another lap. Perez, I'm more than happy he can stay in the garage. We pass Ferrari there, possibly of Lewis Hamilton, but Ferrari's 1 and 2 in qualifying in Bahrain. Don't remember seeing that in real life. It's a yellow first sector for Bottas, so not ideal. Not great if you want to be Not great if we want to be continuing our 100% success rate of getting both cars into Q3 every single race. Although we're only 4 races in, so... Wait, are we? No, we're... What have we had? I don't know. Anyway, Bottas stays P8, and it's P6 and P8 in Q2. I believe we've had Australia, China, Bahrain, and then the next race is Jeddah. But I'll see. And then we got Abu Dhabi, Qatar after that. And first laps in Q3. Perez starting a lap before Bottas. Both will be... Perez will be on a fresh set, Bottas will be on a scrub set, and Bottas gets blocked. So that's basically his lap over right from the word go. So let's continue with Perez, who is purple in the first sector and quicker than Bottas, which is good because, I mean, if he was slower than Bottas, I'd be a little bit concerned, considering Bottas quite literally got blocked, but hey. Perez comes round turn 10, I think that was 11 and 12. No, that would have been 12 and 13, so we got 14, then 15. And up towards the line, what's going to be for Valtteri Bottas? Sergio Perez, sorry, goes across the line with a 29.2, and Bottas does a 29.6, 4 tenths off Perez. Bye-bye, Sonoda. Bottas and Perez starting their final laps in Q3 now. Both will be on a fresh set of tyres. Bottas is going out first. He does green in the first sector, which is good because that's where he got blocked, so we'd be expecting that. Perez goes yellow, but as long as he's only a couple of thousandths off, that can't be too bad. Bottas struggling through turn 10 there. It looks like he went a little bit wide. Then he comes through turn 11. Oh, that's my door, sorry. 12, 13. And it's a yellow in the second sector. That's not great, but it's just the first sector for him. Perez also goes yellow. Now through 14 and 15. It's Norris on pole at the moment. Russell on 7th. We go P6 with Bottas. And Leclerc beats it instantly. Perez stays P5. Alonso can't beat their time, so stays P10. Sonoda stays P4. Verstappen P2. Piastri goes up to P5. And Hamilton stays P3. So it's Norris, Verstappen, Hamilton, your top 3 on race day.
The floodlights are on, and it's nearly time for 57 laps around the Bahrain International Circuit.
Bahrain has seen some of the most dramatic races in F1, like Sergio Perez's incredible 2020 victory, surging ahead from being last on the opening lap.
The Bahrain International Circuit is a challenging track, and the cars routinely have to brake from high gear to low to take the narrow turns. With the need for downhill braking, the risk of locking up is one drivers will need to manage. It's all about focus and balance to get victory here. Well, there's nothing quite like it. Welcome along to race day. The anticipation is really building here. The fans in attendance are absolutely buzzing with excitement. The composure of Fernando Alonso, really clear to see.
There's potential for them starting 10th. If luck goes their way in the race, they could move up the pack.
But just what will happen here, your guess is as good as mine. And this is it. The Bahrain Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
And indeed it is lights out, and away we go straight away. Perez fighting for P7, Bottas fighting for P8. Perez keeps Leclerc behind him for the moment and gets Piastri on lap 2. And then on lap 3, Bottas gets overtaken by Leclerc, I think that was. And Anthony goes for a wee spin. That's not ideal, mate. Don't be doing that to the tyres. That was a bit crappy of you. Anyway, Perez goes past Norris. Was trying to get past Norris until turn 14. On lap 5, that was a good overtake. Bottas overtakes Piastri. Didn't actually capture the moment it happened, but I saw that pop up on the top of my screen and knew he'd done it. Now he's fighting Leclerc and Norris, and how Perez has managed to get up to P3. How that's happened, I don't know. Probably I was focusing on Bottas while he'd done it. Yeah, here's Bottas and Piastri now fighting the lap later after Bottas loses DRS. That was a stellar move by Piastri. Good, solid driving, even if it was on one of our drivers. And Bottas goes around the outside of turn 13. What a move. And Perez down the inside of Verstappen. Sonoda now leads by 2 seconds. Verstappen gets Perez back on lap 11. And Perez is going to try and get Verstappen back, but can't because he's got no DRS. So he's going to tumble another place behind Lewis Hamilton. And he's eventually going to re-get Verstappen as Hamilton's in P2 and Perez is in P3. But now Verstappen is going to get Perez back, and so is Norris. This is starting to be a little bit annoying. And Perez gets Verstappen again. Sonoda's been knocked down into 3rd place with Hamilton and Norris coming through. Bottas comes into the pits. Hamilton goes into the pits and comes onto mediums, I think that was. Sorry. Bortoletto has a mechanical fault, or the starting of a mechanical fault. Bottas has a 2.7 second pit stop and is out in P16. He's currently now P14, and Verstappen gets Perez, and they both come in. Tsunoda also comes in, which is going to shaft Max because they're going to double stack. But hey, Tsunoda goes for mediums, we go for mediums as well. 2.6 second stop. Max is out of the way. Piastri says fastest lap, but Perez gets out in front of him.
The opportunity begging to be taken.
And here's Bottas and a Haas car fighting. Nice, good solid move. And here's Perez passing Oscar Piastri. Nice move, that's for position. You make quite a few moves in the pit lane here. Up to P5, well P5, then down below Max, then above Stroll, staying in P5, now below Leclerc, P6, and now below Piastri, P7. It's getting a quite dark and depressing race. Lap 25 down the inside of Piastri, and then lap 26, Piastri comes down the inside of us, and then Perez goes up, Perez goes down. Him and Piastri are proper battling here, as the second pit stop is probably about 10 laps away, so this is sort of important. And Piastri swoops around the outside of turn 1, being quite aggressive with the chop. Now Perez is going to dive down the inside with a really nice move into that corner, turn 11. Piastri gets him into 4, and Perez goes again into 11. Oh no! I think he came over on Piastri a bit too much, and that was that. Watch it on board from Piastri. I think that's on Oscar to back out, I can't lie. Perez was all the way in front, and shoved him off, but he had every right to. Well, according to F1 rules anyway. I don't think it's right that you just shove someone off, but that's F1 rules. Piastri comes in for a wing change and a set of medium tyres, and he'll be coming, and Perez should have a new set of mediums very soon. Lap 37, 20 laps to go, so literally 10 laps from the incident. Perez didn't get any damage and nobody got a penalty, so that's a 2.9 second pit stop for Perez, and on his way he goes in front of Piastri. Nice. And Bottas comes into the pit stop. I don't remember him ever doing his first pit stop, but hey, no, because he pit first, so I do. 2.9 second pit stop. Nice.
Now we're just proceeding through turn 4.
He's P11 at the minute.
Gap opens up for them.
Gosh, it's warm. And there's Sergio Perez going around the outside of one of the Aston Martins. Here's Valtteri Bottas and Carlos Sainz. Is Valtteri going to have his pants pulled down? Yes, he is, by a Williams. That's not ideal. And then Perez gets Russell, and a nice stellar move into turn 1. That's good driving from Perez. And here's Bottas getting past Carlos Sainz. Finally on lap. Hang on a minute, I just got to move. Oh, there wasn't actually too much noise made there. Perez is now fighting Alonso. That's better. Ollie Behrman, is he going to go for a spin? Yeah. Exact same as Tsunoda in qualifying and Antonelli in the race, so you're not the only one, Ollie. Come on, Ollie. Here's Jack Doohan and Gabriel Bortoletto. These two are making a bit of a name for themselves in Formula 1, or trying to in their rookie season, and that's not a good name to make. Bortoletto and Doohan crash in Bahrain at the final corner. Making one of them damaged. I'm going to come up to the line. It's going to be Perez, P6, and Valtteri Bottas, P8. Not a great race, not a terrible one either. I just didn't have much pace. The collision definitely wrecked Perez's confidence, but it's one of them. We're 30 seconds off the car in front. I don't think we're doing anything else more than that. So hey, you take the good results when you can get them, and that's all we could have got out of that race. So yeah, that was decent, but not great for our championship chances.
Valtteri Bottas there, coming back to the team now.
That marked an 8th place finish, which gives them a handful of points.
Well, Max Verstappen can add yet another podium to his already impressive record.
A third win of the season has to leave them and the team feeling confident.
And with that, the drivers finally get the chance to cool off and enjoy themselves. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
They didn't do too badly today, a pretty respectable outcome as far as they'll be concerned, but they need to keep pushing. They can't afford to sit back.
And that is about that for this weekend's action here in Bahrain.
The teams now look ahead to the next round, where they'll duel it out in the sand dunes of Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, that was P6 and P8 from the Bahrain Grand Prix. Oscar Piastri had a bit of a meh day. Verstappen gets Norris. Hamilton gets the podium. Charles Leclerc gets P4. Lewis climbs 2 places in the standings and up to 3rd. Tsunoda up to 2nd in the standings. Perez stays where he is, and Oscar Piastri drops 3 places. Lando Norris gains 3. Leclerc, Bottas and Alonso all drop down 1 in the drivers' standings. Onto constructors' standings though, and we lose 2 places, and Ferrari gain 2 places, and McLaren gain 1 but also lose 1, so they stay where they are. And we lose a place in the pit stop championship. Ferrari gain 4 and another team gains 5, but that's 1.4 million. There's the design complete for the front wing, so we'll get 4 of them or 5 of them manufactured for the next race. I think I'm deciding that now. 4 or 5. 4 or 5. We'll go with 5. Nice. Yeah, we'll get the rear wings manufactured too, and then we'll do some more designs. But I'll see you next time for the Jeddah Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Goodbye for now. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.